Far before time was measured, before even the stars knew their place in the sky, there was a force, silent, still, unmoved. From this nothingness came a presence. Not born. Not created. Simply there. The rishis would later whisper his name as Shiva. He was not like the other gods. He didn't sit on golden thrones or command legions. He wandered, ash-smeared, wild-haired, with eyes that seemed to know the end of all things. They say he walked alone in the cremation grounds, among bones and the smoke of the dead. The others didn't understand him. Some feared him. Most left him be. But the story that still burns through the ages begins not in the heavens, but deep in the Himalayan wilds. There was once a time when the world tilted dangerously. Desire, ego, and ambition had begun to swell. Gods grew arrogant. Kings grew restless. The balance of things was slowly tearing. Among the ancient sages, there was one Daksha, a powerful Prajapati, proud and rigid in his beliefs. He believed in order, in ritual, in hierarchy. And to him, Shiva was an affront. Shiva had no caste, no temple, no rules. He wore tiger skin, wrapped serpents around his neck, and danced madly under the moon. To Daksha, he was a madman. But Daksha had a daughter, Sati. And Sati saw what her father could not. She would go to the forests, just to catch a glimpse of the Silent One. Sometimes she would see him meditating, unmoving for days. Other times, he'd be surrounded by animals, tigers resting at his feet, birds perched on his matted hair. And sometimes he danced. A dance not of celebration, but of fury, of creation, of destruction. She fell in love. Against her father's wishes, Sati chose Shiva. The wedding was unlike any other. The gods and rishis watched as the Lord of Ash and the daughter of royalty were bound by fire and will. For a while, the world breathed easier. Where Shiva meditated, flowers bloomed. Where he walked, rivers flowed gentler. But peace never stays long in stories. Daksha, bitter and humiliated, organized a great yagna, a cosmic ritual. All the gods were invited. All except Shiva. Sati heard of it. Her heart burned. Not for the insult, but for what it meant. Her father refused to see. He refused to accept. Despite Shiva being beyond all of them, despite his detachment, Daksha treated him like filth. Sati confronted Shiva. She wished to go. Not as a goddess, not as a queen, but as a daughter. Shiva warned her. There is no place for love in a hall of pride. But she went. What happened there is remembered like a wound. Daksha looked at her with cold eyes. The others mocked her. Some laughed. And when Sati defended her lord, her husband, Daksha stood, and with venom in his voice, called Shiva a lunatic, a ghost who haunted the fringes, unfit for gods or men. Sati didn't respond. She simply walked to the sacred fire, closed her eyes, and stepped into it. The winds changed that day. When word reached Shiva, the forest stilled. Birds flew away. Animals ran. The sky darkened. And then the earth trembled. From his mountain, Shiva rose. Silent. His third eye slowly opening. From his locks, he created Veerbhadra, a warrior of shadow and rage. The yagna was destroyed. Daksha's pride and his body torn apart. No god dared intervene. No mantra could calm him. The dance began, Tandav, a rhythm of fury. Mountains cracked. Oceans shook. But then, something happened. Amid the smoke and blood, Shiva found her earrings. But charred. He fell to his knees. And the god who knew no attachment wept. He carried her body across the world, refusing to let go. As her form slowly decayed, parts of her fell, each place becoming a Shakti Pitha, a holy site. But Shiva did not stop. Not until Vishnu, with sorrow and love, used his disgust to dissolve the body, freeing Shiva from his grief. After that, Shiva vanished. Some say he went deep into the Himalayas, closed his eyes, and didn't open them for 1,000 years. Others say he watches still, in the corners of time, neither angry nor calm, simply aware. He is not the god of temples. He is the god of what exists before temples, the god of fire, storm, silence. The one who dances when the world forgets. The one who burns everything falls. The one who loves beyond form. This was not just a story. It was a moment when the universe held its breath. Because when Shiva walks, the stars tremble. And when he dances, everything changes.